If there's a will, there's a way. Let's break this down. Let's take a moment with this very common saying. So first, hello from Kentucky. This is the beautiful area that I am sleeping in. My stepmom built this lovely area. And so, do I want to sit here? Maybe I'll sit over here. Also, one moment, I have to show you this. That is Seresa. You might not be able to see her very well. She's a cow. I'll tell you the story of Seresa real quick. But she, you can kind of see her better now. Not really. She was here being leased on the land last time I came to visit. And when the people came to collect them for the slaughter, she was the one that got away. She ran away. Others were trying to because they probably could sense what was happening. So she got away, and now she gets to live here forever, pretty much. In Kentucky, if you feed an animal, actually I don't know if this applies to cattle, but they spoke with the person who came back a little bit later and negotiated a way for her to stay and live here a happy life forever. And so she, to me, feels like freedom. And so when my dad was like, do you want to name her? I found the name Seresa, which is freedom in Gaelic. And so I actually named my van Freedom, or Seresa. And Seresa, my van, has also given me a lot of freedom and taught me a lot about being independent, about being resourceful. If you know my story, the van has broken down in 3 countries. Right now, I'm in the works of getting it to drive again. It's in Italy on the horse farm, that animal sanctuary that I live on. So, been through a lot with Seresa, but that cow is my inspiration for a lot, which is very interesting. So if there's a will, there's a way. This came to my mind the other day when I was, speaking with someone, and they're like, it's impossible. I hate when people say that, because it was something that the person wanted in life, but they're like, it's not possible. And just, I could see, like, psychically, whatever, the door just closed within the quantum field. And I was like, but there is a way. There's always a way if there's a will. So what does a will mean? A will means if you are to choose it, if you're to choose it with your free will, if you're called to it and then you choose it, that means it's a definite thing. So there will be a way. And so that's the thing, is like if we feel that pull with our soul knows, our mind chooses, and we choose with our mind, then we will move towards it. If there is that synchronicity, that alignment between the two, then our physical body, the place that the place that we get to experience Earth, will be drawn into that perceived reality, as long as we work on, letting go of limiting beliefs and letting go of old stories and blocks and all these things, and we don't give into believing, that we're not good enough or that lack is real or any of these things. Is if we just move towards it by going with the flow, by just following the joy, following the curiosity, we find the way. So say you want to move to a foreign country, but you don't know how to figure out the visa situation, but you're really, really called to go there. There's only like a few months of a visa option available. I would say if it's really calling you from a heart space, go, because you don't know. Maybe you will find a job that will sponsor you. Maybe you will find a lifelong partner who wants to marry you and give you, the option to stay longer because you guys are in love. There's so many different things that can happen. Like it can be even better than you ever imagined, even easier than you could have ever imagined, but you have to let it be that. If you just look at things and say, no, there's no way, because that's what the mind sees, then you will probably never live a life that is fully fulfilling. But if you trust that your heart always knows, and you just say, mind, all you got to do is choose. Just choose what my heart is saying, the way will present itself. Things will be like, oh, okay, this way, oh, okay, this way, okay, this way. And then you'll get there and you'll look back and you'll be like, I couldn't have even imagined that path to this destination, but I was brought here. Or the other option is to just kind of, keep it safe, play it based off of conditioning that other people have programmed within you, society has programmed within you, and, it might feel good in a way because it's safe to your nervous system. I mean, a lot of the times when you step out of your comfort zone and you go down this path of following and choosing what your heart is saying, your soul is saying, there are going to be moments of dysregulation. There are going to be moments of overwhelm, of discomfort, of fear, especially with the van. It's like I'm following this unknown path. And so when I would break down in these foreign countries and I would be like, I don't speak the language, I don't know anything about vans, I don't know, like, even my insurance is in French, and like they keep hanging up on me because I don't speak English or I don't speak French very well, like at all really. I can say, do you speak English and French? And so, but there was a way. It ended up being, like, for example, my van broke down in Spain, and I broke down, just happened to, pull into a parking spot where it was an overnight place for vans to stay. I wasn't doing that. I just wanted to get water and empty my tanks. And then it broke down in the parking spot for the overnight free camping. And I happened to be next to somebody who spoke Spanish and spoke French, didn't speak English, but we used a translator, and he also knew a mechanic locally because he came to this place often. So he drove me to the mechanic in the morning, spoke to them in Spanish, told them what was happening, got me a good price because he's a man, and spoke for me. And so it is a thing, traveling solo, where people try to overprice everything because you're female. But and then was able to speak French to my insurance, and I was able to type to him, like, tell him what I need. And so there's always a way. Like, even if it seems overwhelming, those moments of overwhelm will teach your subconscious that it's safe, and the process of following your soul's calling will get easier and easier and easier, because what's holding you back is really those subconscious beliefs, like we said. And so when you train the subconscious to see that you're going to be okay on this path of trusting and following what your soul wants, it gets easier and easier and easier and easier and easier, and you build momentum towards the life that you want. But you have to know that getting to that place of fulfillment does start with a lot of discomfort. It's not going to be easy. You are going to face a lot of parts of yourself that you thought were real, but they've just been programmed within you to hold you back. The fear, like, I can't do this. I was sitting in my van in Spain and also in Austria when I was broken down. I'm like, I can't do this on my own. No one wants to help. I was broken down on the side of the road in Austria for 3 days. I was like, I can't do it, but I could, and there was a way. And it brought me back to the farm. It brought me back to finding a lot of purpose, a lot of love, a lot of community, a lot of reasons for being here on earth. And everything is divine timing, and so there is a way. But you have to use your free will to choose what your soul wants, and you have to be able to sacrifice other things that you think you need, the luxuries, the comfort that are holding you back. They're really just holding you back, and you'll know what those are. And maybe it's not just luxuries, maybe it's a person, maybe it's a place, maybe it's a job. And once you get to the place of saying, like, I really just want to live a life of fulfillment, I want to live a life where I explore this thing that has always been on my mind. What on my heart too. What is it? You're like, what would happen if I did this? If I moved abroad? If I, started my own business? If I, whatever it is. And, you owe it to yourself to explore that, because you will be supported. You will be supported if it's a true calling. And so that is my message for today. It has been such a great time traveling and seeing friends, seeing family, and doing all my favorite things, going to my favorite workout classes, going to my favorite walks with Arlo. He's in there, hanging out. And now spending time here in Kentucky and spending time with the puppies. If you want a puppy, we have a lot of puppies for adoption. They're black coats. You can kind of see some of them there. There's 2 of them. Those ones are older, but there's like puppies. And so if you guys want a puppy, brand new puppy, there are like 14 in the litter. So message me in the DMs, put your email, or you can go to my Instagram. You can DM me there saying I want a puppy. Start it with that. Black coat retrievers. So with all that being said, if you want to sign up for one of my programs that will support you in this journey of following your soul's calling and living a life that is truly fulfilling to you, I have 21 days to rewire your mind. That's all about getting clear on your chosen timeline, stepping into it, which will, with the visualization that we have every single day and the daily exercises, you'll rewire your mind with EFT tapping and hypnosis and all these different things that are in there, all the things that literally saved my life. You'll rewire your mind, you'll heal your nervous system by visualizing this high vibrational state every single day. And you also just completely change your perceived reality by, using this quantum manifestation technique that is in that daily meditation. And then 21 days to know your divine guidance is all about going into your heart space and getting familiar with your angels and guides, learning the language of your angels and guides, getting to communicate with them, ask your higher self, your intuition, what is truly meant for you. A lot of people are like, what if you don't know what you want? There is a process of, getting the brain to stop chattering, and that will happen a lot if you do the 21 days to rewire your mind, because a lot of that is nervous system dysregulation, and a lot of that is subconscious programming. But then you get clear, you go to this heart space every single day, you strengthen that muscle, you start asking, you start identifying your angels and guides, your divine team, and then you can make decisions from those questions and those answers that you receive. So you can also work one-on-one with me starting October. When I'm back in Italy, we can do that as well. So I'm gonna go take some photos of puppies and some more farm stuff. So love you guys, appreciate you guys, really love being here on this platform with you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.